What is going on, everyone? Tim from Tier5 Orbital. I would like to go over a install commission that I completed last week for another Courkrus from Jawas Junkyard and Benji from Nerfherder Custom. So this is the second Courkrus that I have installed. The client requested that I put the same love into this hilt that I did with my first one. Not that I don't put love into every hilt, right? But the client wanted the same, some of the same weathering, and obviously I did put the same chassis that I designed for this hilt into this install. So we're not going to come into Fusion and do an up close on the chassis. I just did that in my video for my personal Courkrus, but I do want to talk about the outside of the hilt and obviously do a demo, right? So without further ado, let's come up top and take a look at this hilt. This is the Courkrus from Jawas Junkyard. Luckily, I have been working on my biceps so I can lift this up for this demo. This is a heavy hilt. Guys, it's fully installed. This is a 5-pound hilt, and it feels like a weapon. You know, I've said it before, I prefer heavy hilts, and this hilt is heavy. It feels like you're holding a weapon. It's a phenomenally well-machined hilt. I love this hilt. I love mine. It's become my daily driver. It's just a great, fantastic hilt, right? So the client for this particular install did want to keep the hilt relatively canon or relatively as it was purchased, okay? So I did not do the same application of like a matte clear coat on the grip. I didn't really weather the grip too much. The client did want some heat staining on the pommel, so I heat stained the bottom of this pommel, and I also heat stained the emitter. The client only wanted just the rim of the emitter and these tines that are inside, right? So just some light heat staining on this, and that's it. Same install on this guy, right? This hilt, I mean, I cannot speak highly enough about this hilt. From the external plungers to the external plungers to the switch plungers, the lit switch plungers to the external kill switch. It's a really, really awesome hilt, right? So let's talk about how to use it. To get at your chassis, you want to unthread your grip. Here is the chassis. So this is the same chassis that I put in my personal. We've got 3 Edison filaments at the bottom of the chassis here. Here is our Proffie board. Around back, we've got our battery tray, 28mm speaker. This is from Smugglers Outpost, and that's it. Just a really, really nice hilt to install on, honestly. So to use the hilt, spring side is our negative. Take the flat part of your battery, rest it in that battery tray, hit that kill switch.
I pushed you in the desert because I needed to see it.
There
I
are,
needed you to see it. Who you are.
there are those Edison filaments. So for the arrows, so each font has a different animation on those arrows. I tried to switch it up a little bit. There's 2 or 3 different animations, and with each font, they'll change, right? Edison filaments do have an animation as well. They're just a simple blinking animation. And that's it, right? So once you get your battery in, slide your grip back on and thread it until it stops. You're ready to go. Let's come down to the bottom. So there are those. I mean, this is one of my favorite aspects of this hilt, are those those lit plunger arrows. Red arrow is your aux, green is your main. Let's put a blade in it. Okay, so 1-inch blade holder. You want to make sure that set screw is loose. There is a single set screw just underneath that lip there. Make sure the blade is resting on those PCB pins. Tighten your set screw, and you're ready to go. See what else we put on here.
What is it? Father's.
The NASA team is ready for launch.
One more.
Wherever you are hard to find.
Man, the resonance in this hilt is so, so good. Those deep, crunchy fonts sound amazing in this hilt. So, that's it, right? The Courkrus from Jawas Junkyard. Really huge fan of this hilt. It is an awesome, awesome hilt. So to the client, thank you very much for trusting me with your install. To the viewers, if anyone has any questions about this particular hilt or the install itself, please do not be a stranger. And with that being said, may the force be with you always. Thanks for watching, everybody.